Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We're on Pachino Farmlands. Claim today spawning on the right is Symbiosis with US forces immediately locked into heavy weapons. Teaming up with him is DemolitionHammer with the Brits. Gone for double Sapper and 2 Vickers, a bit of an unusual start there. On the left hand side we've got Dr. Jekyll with Afrika Corps, who's gone for Italian combined arms, got some bursters coming out. One burst into a pea green, interesting. And finally, PutPut. Inactive there with that Pio. Going for Terror. In terms of rankings, DemolitionHammer 30, Symbiosis. Is that right? No, DemolitionHammer 70. 30 was his rank with Dak. Symbiosis is 9. Up against Dr. Jekyll, who's 29, and PutPut, who's 30. Got a 4x4 out here early on for Symbiosis. Taking some big hits though. So he's going to back up for some auto repairs. Not Vet 1 though, so not going to be able to cap while repairing that. I was playing with a 4x4, you know, 2 weeks ago. I think what I remember was that it was kind of good to drive up close to the enemy with it, even though it's going to maybe increase the penetration of the small arms damage. Increases in burst length and stuff you got. Maybe denying the cover was better overall. Gotta watch out when you're close though, because it can die so fast with a string of penetrations. So little health on that thing. 250 coming out for Dr. Jekyll. Now onto the rifleman for Symbiosis.
Territory sector lost, Commander.
Did briefly have a mortar in the queue, but cancelled it. Camouflage machine guns for PutPut.
A new infantry section is ready for battle.
Early recce section here for DemolitionHammer. We've got 2 windows firing. Bit of a tough engagement for them.
We're losing a capture point to enemy action.
Flanking these riflemen. Sappers though capping all the way into the corner there. Rickies get out, drop some artillery on the church. Force PutPut back a bit. He's trying to do some major damage while they're out in the open. Maybe there was an opportunity for PutPut to merge into the machine gun before it got into the building. It's passed him by now though. Ooh, machine gun switch targets. He's getting run off and switched back again. This is not going too well. A friendly fire from his teammates. Base artillery though. Yeah, that didn't work too well there. Switching from side to side on the building. And now, ooh, a kill and a steal. Very painful for PutPut there. MG lost early on and stolen. Wonder if he just left that to try auto attack. That's why it switched windows.
Enemy ground forces have claimed a sector.
Much more punishing now after they made that change to the window switching.
The beggars are threatening a munitions
Pio's capping on the top side now. The P-Greens inside. About to pop a 250/9 upgrade on this. Maybe he's going to try to put some Panzer Pies in it. They're in the far corner right now. He's going hunting at the moment. But this is a really fast Humber.
A sector is in enemy control.
This 250 is in major trouble immediately. The Humber's very fast. Have a lot of trouble outrunning it. Jumps out. Lobs a snare in. Oh, he has smoke at this early stage. Wow, it's early tech into smoke. And now the squad hoping to get the final shot, but the Humber's chopping them down. Might have required 2 more bullets to pin there. Wow. Close call, close call. But yeah, that is one of the problems with the 250/9. It just doesn't arrive very much earlier than the Humber, and the Humber counters it so hard. Oh my goodness. Grenadiers run out the back, find the Humber and kill it. Wow. Big plays there from PutPut. He's building a bunker between the two bases so he can share some healing. Did have a mortar deployed now by Symbiosis. He's on heavy weapons and I'm not going to see any half tracks from him though. Doesn't have the weapon support center up yet.
Mine's laid. Might want to avoid this spot.
Humber armored car ready for reconnaissance.
DemolitionHammer's rebuilt the Humber.
Grenades are being distributed to the men.
This is healthy again.
The enemy has claimed a sector.
Hasn't put a squad inside it yet though.
Commander, rifle sections have been granted grenades as requested.
Here he comes.
A victory point is
Does
being
put a squad
overrun.
inside now. Zoned. The Tommies do have grenades.
Victory point belongs to the enemy.
Jumps out, drops a volley on the Humber. Puts away the sweeper. Flak gun taking an incendiary rifle nade. They're nearly going down.
Sector overrun. The enemy has it.
Still alive, only just though.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
Merges into the flak, keeping it on the front lines. Here comes some base howitzers though.
Victory point lost. The enemy has control. The enemy have taken our territory.
And combat healing there, buying a bit more time, but
Infantry
the flak
section
coming up
trained
decides to
and
get
ready.
out.
Bishop SPGs will be made available shortly.
Okay, there it is. Ticking up now, Panzer Company. Does feel like the Axis had pretty good fuel control overall, maybe on track for a fast medium. See, once he's built this, maybe about 2 minutes of fuel away from a P3, so it should be a pretty fast one. Meanwhile, Symbiosis has gone for a Greyhound. This is a little bit on the late side. We could have got this out about a minute and a half earlier. That might still be out of your squad wipe. Looks like he decided to upgrade the skirts first, so it doesn't have the machine gun for this chase down.
Territory lost.
It's herded away by the Panzer Jaegers and the 250. I think they've both got the same upgrade time, right? The machine gun and the skirts, so not going to be faster one way or the other. There we go, Humber taking down the 250/9. So the mortar's going to work on the building now. Try to rifle nade through the building. Didn't seem like it worked. Okay, here comes a Kara Amato for Dr. Jekyll. It's going to give the Greyhound something to think about. No AT guns or anything yet for Symbiosis. He's gone for bars. Does have grenades though. There goes one onto the flak. Greyhound's going back in. Gonna have to give up this position eventually though. Sneer out to help with the escape over here. No, it was strange for Dr. Jekyll to go for his final stage of tech and then just go for a Kara Amato. He must have been right about there for a P3. Could have just hung on for a little bit longer, they'll scale better. But alright, maybe he was worried about the Greyhound, wanted a more immediate solution. Pairing it up now with the Panzerjägers on the far side. Okay, DemolitionHammer has gone for the Bishop. Barraging out the back means we're probably going to see him stalling up for the Crocodile from here. You know, he's had to rebuild the Humber. He's side-ticked into Bishops. Probably means he's going to be really far behind if he just goes for a normal tank. That's where the cool ones come in. Speaking of normal tanks though, Panzer IV about to pop out for PutPut. That's a fast one. No light vehicle for PutPut, so storing up all that fuel for the quick medium. He's got some Stormtrooping on the field now as well. First barrage on the Bishop, not very good. Doesn't have any training upgrades yet, DemolitionHammer either. Obviously, if you want the Bishop to be its strongest, you want that light vehicle training. Oh, section dead over here. Maybe hit a mine? Mine on retreats. He loses another one there, DemolitionHammer. And here's the P4. Oh, that's a late exit from the building. Squad wiped. Doing some interrogation there as well. Did the Bishop hit anything there? So that's a Busilieri model on the ground, I'm pretty sure. The DemolitionHammer may be a little bit strapped for munitions as well. Doesn't even have a weapon upgrade on his section. Using quite a few grenades and has gone for the healing rather than munitions surplus. Second AT gun for DemolitionHammer makes sense now that he's up against some medium tanks. Haven't feel like we've seen too much from the Caro so far. The 4x4 just camped here using its recon mode. Recently buffed up. Quite a few mines over here. Does have a sweeper. And Jaeger's coming in. No. Okay, Dr. Jekyll going for a walking Stuka now. Interesting. Quite an early one. Maybe has the reads on what the allies are doing. Like from Symbiosis' build, you wouldn't expect a medium anytime soon, right? He's gone for a Greyhound, he's gone for bars, grenades. It's a lot of side tech, so you don't have to worry about like a Sherman just running you down. 250 going in. 4x4 gonna survive though, and then the Humber's looking for some cleanup. 4x4 finishes repairs. Was he shooting at the wrong spot? Oh, the machine gun in the building polishes them off. It's a stolen MG42 right from the early game. Third AT gun now for DemolitionHammer. He is getting to work. Were they shooting at that before it revealed itself? Did you see that? That was weird.
The beggars are threatening a victory point.
The walking Stuka. For the church. Whoa! Machine gun jumped out. It's up for grabs over there. So Dr. Jekyll's going to go for it. Feels like the Bishop's off to a slow start though for Demolition Hammer. Has not gone for light vehicle training.
Victory point is in enemy hands.
This could be a bit of a dangerous retreat for Symbiosis. I lost vision on that squad briefly. Marks it.
We're losing a munitions point to enemy action.
It's risky for Symbiosis.
To the enemy.
Bring his AT guns up now though. 2 P4s. Looks like they've got the Vet 1 training on them as well.
Nation. The sector's in enemy hands.
And the side skirts. So PutPut's got a really strong army there. Just got to make sure that he doesn't lose his AT guns to the walking Stuka. It definitely feels like the Axis have had better fuel control overall up until this point in the match. Could be a squad bike coming up here though for Symbiosis. And there it is.
Being overrun.
This is a little bit hurting for munitions as well. It doesn't look like any of those rifle squads have been upgraded with the second bar yet.
Point belongs to the enemy.
Definitely showing that the Axis have had better resource control so far, both muni and fuel, I would guess. But the Axis are behind on the VPs. That does count for quite a lot. Demolition Hammer still quite a few command points away from the Croc. Here comes the walking Stuka.
Report. One of our anti-tank
Pretty
guns.
good one! Symbiosis runs right into it, drops a few more models. MG did to the Bishop in the middle though. That's like, hold on, that's not a Braider icon, is it? No, it's picked up Panzerbuchser. There's the Vet 1 creep now. Trying to prevent the steal on the machine gun, and a successful Caro maybe missing the kill shot. The T-gun's hurting him back. Okay, Demolition Hammer is going to take up. So is Symbiosis. Oh, better chase down. There would have been a squad bite. PutPut missing an opportunity there. There's a mine here as well. Both tanks going to hit him. Oh, just the one. Doesn't have any pyos very close by though.
We're losing a fuel point.
T-gun's dodging. Yeah, it's a strong barrage again.
A sector is in enemy control.
We're chasing this away. There is a mine down here, but probably not going to run into it. So Symbiosis is able to hold on to both of his AT guns. He's getting forced back. P4 with the Vet 1 active.
Hey,
We'll
we have guards on standby.
put these away out. Open up some map space.
The enemy has 300 points remaining. We're losing a victory point to enemy action. The enemy has our victory point now.
Trying to barrage out the back here, but the building catching the bishop shots.
Grant's medium tanks are available.
Close call, but the AT guns survive. Does feel like the walking Stuka has been way better than the bishop up to this point, though.
The beggars are threatening a victory point.
But so far, you know, the Allies have done a pretty good job. They're up against a lot of tanks.
They're losing a munitions point to enemy action.
And they're about to be up against a big boy, the Tiger, coming on for Dr. Jekyll.
Victory point under enemy control.
I think Symbiosis is right about there for a Pershing call-in. But he did go for the tick up. It's going to be... Is that a Matilda? Let's see. This Bishop tank icons look very... British tank icons look very similar. Some guards here. It's not quite enough for an engine damage, that grenade. Pretty fast Tiger considering he went for a walking Stuka and a Caro. Just really shows how strong the Axis fuel control's been. Grant coming in for DemolitionHammer.
Weapon teams will receive training immediately.
There's the walking Stuka again. Don't drop a single model though, the guards were healing up.
Weapon teams have finished their training, Commander.
More mines coming up for Symbiosis.
Command points should be allotted, Commander.
Okay, machine gun down. 2 machine guns down. Stuka. Going after the bishop, no dodge from DemolitionHammer, and he loses it. Oh, the creeping barrage. So strong. So accurate. Heartbreak there for DemolitionHammer. Slowed, the AT gun's pushing up.
Enemy got one of our
Oh my god, the Grant dies to the Tiger there combined up with
lost.
the artillery. Ooh, it's not looking good for the Allies right now. They are in major, major trouble.
Bloody bad show. The enemy have the lead.
Dr. Jekyll also looking a bit weak on the infantry, and army size wise the Allies are not actually that far behind.
Are on hand to join the fight.
Looks like Dr. Jekyll's got a bunch of upgrades now though. He's got the rapid advance, he's got the auto repairs, he's got the tungsten, he's got everything. He is mega upgraded. And he hasn't gone for the 6-man or the Braiders. Gone for the faster capping near points. Extra vision. Okay, MG's going to get out of here. No dodge. It's gonna die.
One of our anti-tank guns has been destroyed.
Big walking Stuka. Smoke. Maybe he's already used it. The guard's on the other side anyway. Wouldn't have gotten in the way. Pretty strong walking Stuka though. Tiger's been out of action for quite a long time waiting for repairs. Auto repair on a vehicle with that much health takes quite a long time. Need to build like a Panzerpower just to speed things up a bit. So we've got some machine guns up for grabs down here. There's the creeping barrage. The guns dodging it nicely though. The Allies have kind of had a lockdown on this side of the map for a rather long time. Axis playing through the center. Oh my goodness. King Tiger's in the field as well.
The battle is going on.
That's a lot of tanks now for the Axis. Wow. PutPut with a massive army. But Axis somehow still struggling on the VP control. Feel like maybe these P4s should be getting a bit more done than they currently are accomplishing. I think, you know, when you've got the advantage where you can send your tanks off to one side of the map and the enemy has to rotate their AT guns to match them, you should be able to control the edges of the map more effectively than this. Oh, that's a big shot. That could be the end of that section straight away. Oh, and it just one-tapped the AT gun as well. Wasn't at full strength, but it's a nasty hit. Just blasting through them. Does have team weapon training as well, so he had the extra health on them. The guards rounding the corner. They don't fancy their chances. Jumping into the building. Polishing these AT guns off now. Oh, that's the Pershing though for Symbiosis.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
Oh! That walking Stuka's just inflicting so much pain. Has he gone for two of them? Yes, he's got two walking Stukas now. And they are slaughtering the Allies. Allies investing into like, you know, 5 AT guns between the two of them. They're getting cut down by these walking Stukas. Completely annihilated. And the Axis are on the charge here. Crocodile coming out for DemolitionHammer. Crocodile, though, doesn't have a very good matchup against the Tiger. Does pretty well against P4s, but not against the Tigers. The Allies are losing all their AT guns here. This is really bad news. Pershing doesn't really want to fight head-to-head against the Tiger. Can fine, but not its ideal scenario. Wiping like crazy. He hasn't got double bars on any of the riflemen, by the way. Still at this stage, 30 minutes into the match.
We're down to 250 points.
Pulling down with the P4 over here. It's gonna be tough for the Allies. They are way down population. What's that, like 60 population behind?
A section of guards have been deployed.
3 squad of guards coming in.
The enemy has
Not building a 17-pounder, not building... Well, obviously that could just get annihilated by the double walking Stukas. Not building the AT guns, going for something a bit more mobile. Guards, you know, the Vet 1 stun is a pretty good option, but can struggle still.
Territory sector lost, Commander.
Good use of the shot blocker there with the Greyhound surviving, maybe trying to bait him over this mine. Didn't work, but decent idea. So DemolitionHammer's gone for the smoke. Still only the one AT gun for Symbiosis as well. But Axe is just content to cap out the VPs. Lock down 2 and wait. I think they could be inflicting a bit more damage than this. Especially if you're Dr. Jekyll, right? Any damage that comes onto your tanks just will get auto repaired away, so anytime they're at full health, it's kind of like wasting their potential. Oh, goodness. King Tiger combined up with the Walking Stuka there. Didn't stand a chance. Then out the back, the 4x4 going down to another Walking Stuka. Pershing getting lumped up by these tanks. He's trying the Captain's Mark, which is a good counter for sure. The heavies, but tough for the Pershing to do on its own.
We're down to 200 points.
Allies looking for opportunities more on the edge. Feels like the Croc has been just about worthless so far this match. Quite a lot of the time when I go for the Croc, I feel like I just would have done better with Grants.
Carrier is ready.
And he already had the potential to build Grants too. I think the Croc can do well against mediums, but not so good against the Tigers.
Royal Engineers on the field and ready for your orders.
Nexus just camping it up. 2 VP lockdown.
Smoke operation live. Batteries primed.
Oh! Jams the cap.
Guards have been killed at the
See you later, foot guards. 2 shot there. Oh, and there's an 88 on the hill over here. Comes the Walking Stuka now as well. Pretty fast dodge though. Smoking out the middle. Their allies trying to get something going, but they just can't. Having no success whatsoever. Over here. Just slowly getting picked apart by Tiger wipes, by Walking Stuka wipes.
heavy machine gun crew.
And just getting very little accomplished in return. Both the Axis in the 90s now, both the Allies, you know, about 60. It's just getting worse and worse for the Allies, you know, even with the comeback mechanic of higher manpower income to close the gap. If anything, it's going the other way around because of all the wipes they are suffering. And it's really painful to lose something like a foot guard. How did he know that foot guard was back there? Okay, Pyre wiped. Caught by the Pershing. 88 getting towed forwards a bit here. Using the 250 to tow. It is a little bit faster than the truck. Can't reinforce off it though. Okay, we've got the Black Dragon somewhere on the 88 it seems like. But quick reactions from Dr. Jekyll, gets out of there.
Issue as needed. Infantry
Section getting wiped in the middle by that King Tiger. Pershing getting pinned repeatedly by the Tiger. The Allies just cannot break through the middle whatsoever. There goes the captain. Okay, coming in now for Symbiosis, but I don't know, man. This is just keeps looking worse and worse and worse every time the Allies try a move. Mission needs a lot of repairs. He's only got 1 engineer as well.
We've lost contact with our sappers.
0 engineers now for DemolitionHammer.
Grant medium tank is reporting in.
Did he ever get... No, he never got vehicle training. 88 getting towed forwards. Generally, you kind of want to do this the other way around. You want to like reverse it in every time. That way, when you do the drop off, the gun's already facing the right direction. So a bit of suboptimal towing play there by Dr. Jekyll. Line going off. Here's the Tiger. Vet 2 is so fast as well. Zipping around with all those DAC upgrades. Okay, Symbiosis, he's waiting on the very far edge. He's got 2 Hellcats there looking to make some moves. Allies, meanwhile, coming out to the edge. I think this is a good play. Try to play away from the Tiger. Become the P4s, but they're running right in here. Going after the Croc. The Grant's off to a bad start though, missing a lot. Force retreats on the guards. Artillery cover. Croc is dead. Here comes the King Tiger from the other side. Rear armor. Oof. Didn't work out there for DemolitionHammer. Symbiosis is going to give it a go, but his Hellcat flank gets found out by this retreating squad. 88 deployed. Looks like it's... Okay, he's Black Dragoning it, so he can't tow it out of harm's way this time around. 250's too far away, I think. He's going to try tow it. Unsuccessful. Black Dragon on the D crew there. And that's a small win for the Allies, but DemolitionHammer is down to 29 population. He's got nothing. KT's up to Vet 3 now. P4 dead out the back? How did that happen? Was that to a bishop? Wow, big bishop. Rifleman dead in the middle though. To the King Tiger again, I think it was. Counter barraging the bishop and it's dead again. Exact same as the last one. Oh, Foucault's nearly dying too.
We have munitions ready to be used, Commander.
Okay, here we go. Hellcats coming in from the sides. Quickly repelled though. Dead in the middle, I think it was. Allies are desperate for VPs. They got so many repairs required now. Close range creeping barrage. There's a lot of damage to the Grant as well. There might have been an attack ground. It doesn't land. Both the Axis basically still at 90, and the Allies are even further behind. Last time they were both at 60-ish. Now DemolitionHammer's down to 30-ish.
75 points remaining for us.
Trying to do as many repairs as he can there. I will say one thing I would like to see more of from the Axis are mines, especially from PutPut. I mean, look how much munitions he has. There's one thing that maybe could go wrong for you as the Axis. Just getting flanked by some US tanks or something like that, and then... getting yourself in some trouble. The mines will shut that down. There's one Pio. It's got 2 Martyrs though. I don't know if we've seen them active in much fighting.
Royal Engineers trained and ready to go.
Looks like the 88 has been rebuilt.
gentlemen. We've only 50 points left.
There we go, just coming in here with a big push.
Australian weapon crew lost.
Running out of patience here. The Axis just gonna stomp the last signs of life out of the Allies.
Orders? The grant's ready.
P1 somewhere. This is the first time I've heard it launch since the okay, tell me. Yeah, I had no idea where it was since the sound nerf.
Good as new.
3 Hellcats for Symbiosis. This is a pretty strong army, but
Smoke operation on standby. Issue
can they
as
get it
needed.
working? Smoke operation from DemolitionHammer. Hellcats threading the needle coming through this gap here, but they run straight into a million tanks. Smoke might help the disarray. Sneaking their way out the back here, the Hellcats trying to do some attack rounds. Definitely causing chaos, but not causing many kills. Hellcats are all dead now. And I don't think they killed a single unit, by the way. Pershing taking the walloping. Here come the Tigers now for the counter-attack.
Enemy got one of our
There's
grants.
one grant.
Gone.
About to be the end of the Pershing too. Using the Tiger with the tungsten rounds guaranteed to pin it. Or must be thereabouts. And there we go. Allies thrown in the towel. So yeah, strong start there for the Axis. You know, I think the first Humber dying and Symbiosis getting his Greyhound out a little bit on the late side just meant that the early game from the Allies maybe not quite as strong as they would have liked. Kind of allowed the Axis to get into the late game pretty smoothly, like the Axis not investing too much into light vehicles or anti-tank, but somehow they passed through that light vehicle phase pretty well. Got into the late game units early and started dominating. You know, as soon as those walking Stukas hit, they were slaughtering the Axis. I mean, the Allies, who were very reliant on AT guns. They had 5 AT guns to try and contain all those medium tanks. And yeah, they just got cut up by the walking Stukas. Bit of a confusing build, I think, from both of the Axis, of both of the Allied players. Like, both of them kind of went for the Corlin tanks, but they both ticked beforehand. Yeah. I think DemolitionHammer, you know, going for the Croc when he already had the potential to build grants, I don't think it was the right call. I don't think we saw the Croc do almost anything this game. It looks kind of pathetic, if I'm honest. And, you know, maybe Symbiosis, I don't think he built any tanks from his tank depot before the Pershing. Maybe you could have, you know, that's the time when you're stalling for the Corlins. That's the time where you want to be like upgrading into side tech, you know, getting the bars online, getting all those infantry discounts, setting yourself up for the long game. And then once you're, you know, in the late game, you get reaping all the rewards from all that side tech combined up with the strength of the Pershing. That's when you put down Take Depot and make some Hellcats. But yeah, the Axis just camping it up. Tough to break. That Tiger from Dr. Jekyll came in super early this game. Axis had really strong fuel control. And the walking Stukas were just, yeah, doing what they usually do. Knocking out even the bishops. So much better than bishops. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like what can be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.